It's like a pumpkin muffin in a pancake. I'm so excited this morning to make breakfast because we are doing pumpkin pancakes. I've been waiting literally all season to make these. I have a ton of pumpkin puree left over and there's no better way to use it up. It's like the perfect crisp fall morning. It's the perfect fall breakfast. I'm so excited. I'm also gonna try to make these like a high protein recipe, but I also just love adding blended cottage cheese to my pancake batter. I think it makes them like so fluffy. They cook well on the griddle. Everything's just the best. Starting with a half of a cup of cottage cheese. I have another tub. Because it's really hard to blend cottage cheese because it doesn't catch the blade easily, I like to put all my wet ingredients in the blender. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna crack in an egg, a teaspoon of vanilla. And I don't have milk, but I need a half cup, so I'm just gonna do equal parts cream and water. I'm drawing a blank. I need to add the pumpkin. Between a quarter and a third cup of pumpkin. I don't want it to be too overpowering or for it to make the pancakes dense, because I can do that. Okay, and now we blend. Add that to our bowl. And when a batter has cottage cheese and it's just been freshly blended, it looks so glossy and creamy. Just now realizing I forgot to add the sweetener to the batter. I'm using molasses because this is gonna complement all the pumpkin spices really well. Just a tablespoon. Quickly incorporate that in here. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Just completely richens the wet mix. Okay, we're gonna set the wet aside and measure out all the dry ingredients. Start with a cup of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, orange for pumpkin, half a teaspoon of baking soda, a half teaspoon of salt. So cottage cheese is really salty, so I kind of like take it back with this. And then all of our pumpkin spice. You can use 2 teaspoons of pre-made pumpkin spice, but I like to do each spice individually. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a quarter teaspoon of ginger, a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg, and just an eighth of a that was close. An eighth of a teaspoon of cloves. I'm gonna quickly whisk this. We're gonna add the dry to the wet, give it a gentle mix. A few streaks of flour remain, that's fine. You don't want to build up like any gluten formation in your pancakes, but I am going to finish it off with just half a tablespoon of any oil. I'm using avocado, but you could use olive oil, you could use coconut oil. Gorgeous. It's time to fire up the griddle. I usually set it to like 400 degrees. I love this thing with my whole heart. Later when I'm cooking the pancakes, I'm also gonna toss in a couple chocolate chips because I feel like pumpkin chocolate chip pancakes are game changing. Like that's it.